I've been looking forward to this airplane and this video for a long time. We have a 5-foot or just shy of 5-foot wingspan airplane for just under $200. That's everything you need to get in the air. Well, at least a plug and play similar price point. There's a few different ways to look at the price point of this airplane. I've asked you guys in the past before, how would you like me to talk about the price of this airplane? Because you can actually get it for $70. Or if you buy the Adams board straight from the dollar store and make it with the plans yourself, you can get it for like $3. So it really depends how you want to look at it. But if you want to get the plane like this, with a few hours of building, it's just shy of $200. Now this thing is a Flite Test Scout XL. We'll have it linked in the description box below, and I'm very excited to fly it because it's supposed to be extremely well-rounded. Of course, we got a couple TheRcSaylors stickers on there. We're trying painting this for one of the first times. And of course, a big thank you to our friend Roger for helping us make this video actually happen by getting this thing pieced together. This flies on a 3S battery, and I love that our battery hatch is very quickly accessible right here. He thought to take a busted part out of a Crescendo and add that in there, so we have an extra battery strap plus the Velcro here, and he swapped out that with an IC3 plug. Our receiver access is right here, so that was very quick and easy to bind up, which I absolutely love, having quick, easy receiver access. And if you want to fly FPV on this, there's a platform here for that, where you can take that little cutout out and put a rider in there because it's an open cockpit airplane. I love the high visibility collars that we chose too, but the beauty of this airplane is that you can customize it completely on your own, however you like. And with this cold weather here now on us, this is the perfect time of year to buy a couple Flite Test planes and start working on putting them together, watching those awesome instructional videos. So we will have this airplane and their store linked in the description box below. I'm a little nervous for the Maiden of this, but I'm also excited and confident that we're gonna have some fun today. So let's put it in the air and see how it does. So we want to do a solid pre-flight check, of course. Everything looks and feels good. With a maiden flight on our hands, I'm a little nervous. And also, like I said, I'm pretty excited. So give this video a like if you like seeing Flite Test planes on our channel, please, and thank you. Have a nice calm day. Let's go, Abby. Oh, that was easy. That is a gentle giant. Oh my gosh, wow. That lifted up so scale and smooth. I do need a little bit of trim. It's gonna nose down on me, but. Okay, climbing it, here we go. Nice, that was not full punch. We'll definitely build up to it. Let me get a trim out of this because it's gonna nose down just a touch. So I gotta trim that up. Get a feel for it. This is a maiden flight. We want to show you guys true flight experiences on our channel always, so you know we got to work through the trims a little bit. That's it, that's all it needed. Everything else was visually level and it's flying so good. And this is a big airplane. Abby said, why'd you make it Ronald McDonald colors? I said, because it's nice and high visibility. I love red and yellow airplanes. One of my favorite Trojans that we have is the Aeros Trojan, which is bright red and yellow. And
I definitely think if Ronald McDonald had a plane, this would be it.
I mean, we should just get a little Ronald McDonald clown figure to be the pilot of this thing.
Definitely should.
It'd look good. So this is flying so good. So good. It's a gentle, docile, big airplane, but also it has a lot of power when I want it to. So if I'm low throttle, it flies like a trainer. Man, that is just sleek and smooth and very predictable. But if I also want to punch and throw a roll at it, check how smooth this is. It almost looks like it's flying just slow, but that roll rate is so nice, and that's not adjusting any rates or anything. Notice how when I do that roll, I nose up about 20 to 30 degrees, and then I just go straight aileron. That's the easiest way to do a predictable roll. Nose up, roll it, and then you're almost level coming out of it. A lot of beginners will make a first time newbie mistake and they'll be nose level. Watch what happens. I'm going to climb some. If I'm level and then I roll it, look how much we're going to lose when I come out of that. We are nose down a lot. So a good beginner tip when you're trying rolls for the first time, and it's okay if you nose up too much and roll it, you're just going to be more level when you come out of it. So you can nose up when you're practicing rolls. That's a very good tip. Looks like we're losing a couple servo wires out the bottom of the airplane, but that's okay. It's because of the snaps and rolls and stuff that I'm throwing at it. I need to tape those better in place, don't I? Look at that, the little guts are hanging out of the bottom. That's just an extra servo Y lead, I think. So no big deal, we'll just need a little bit of tape in there to hold that in place. I'm not kidding when I tell you how this is flying really good, Abby. Like a 5-foot wingspan. It's actually 48 inches, I think. Is that right? It's very shy of 5 foot. I know that. It's a big airplane. And to have this kind of flight performance on a 3S affordable battery is awesome. Let's do a loop. Of course, Abby, you have to ask the infamous question.
Will it snap?
Work up to it. Let's work up to it. Okay, here we go. Get some airspeed. No, it wasn't bad. That was not bad at all. I think we can make it even snappier if I came into that with a little more oomph. This is nice. So hands-free, I don't lose any altitude or anything. I'm wondering, can it fly inverted? I think we're gonna fly inverted pretty well. Those wheels are heavy, so that could help me pendulum over. We also have a little bit of dihedral in this airplane, but at about half throttle, we're cruising inverted really nice. So the nice thing about Flite Test, if you guys don't know, they are American based. They're US based. This company is in America. It's a small family business, just like Abby and I have our YouTube channel. They also have a YouTube channel, but they make these airplanes and they make them and ship them right to you with a laser and their flat atoms board. And then you follow their instructional videos step by step. And Josh will actually take the time to help you build the airplane. And you can make some custom adjustments like Roger did with that battery strap along the way while you're watching the video. And maybe you just want to paint yours not to look like Ronald McDonald. You can do whatever you like, or not paint it at all, or put a clear coat on it, or whatever. The fun really steps in when you start to customize it a little bit yourself. And then the nice thing too is, let's say we crash this way beyond repair, which is going to be hard, right? We should almost always be able to repair this thing. If we crash it beyond repair, we can take our electronics in the airplane, and let's say we love the airplane so much we just want to build it again. That's only $70 to get it back in the air with the laser cut setup and flying this giant awesome plane again. Or you can take those XL electronics and put them in a handful of other planes that they have on their website. So maybe you want to try something else and your electronics were all fine. That's kind of the beauty of this whole system here. Look at that climb. That's on a 3S. Now I have a 3200 milliamp battery in here. They recommend 3300, but 32 is definitely close enough. This is just a gentle giant that has really nice flight characteristics and performance. And again, this is a Maiden. There's no safe in here right now. I could do that on a Spectrum receiver, but there isn't any. Let's see if it'll knife edge. I'd be really surprised if it could knife edge. No, no knife edge. We'll call it a nice show pass. We held a pretty good show pass. Go back this way. Full rudder, baby. Full rudder. It'll show pass, but no knife edging. This is an airplane with very high visibility. It fits in the back of our car in one piece, but it was close, it was tight. Roger drives a smaller car than us, and it fit in the back of his car as well. So it should fit in the back of most vehicles in one piece. And then I love how quickly you can just put a battery in and go fly. And I'm really surprised at the flight performance. I've flown way more expensive airplanes that have done worse than this. So it flies really good. Abby, I think eventually I'd like to see you fly this because it's just really easy going.
Only if you find Ronald McDonald.
Okay, if we find a Ronald McDonald pilot, Abby agrees to fly it. Okay.
And also you have to put the M's on the side. And golden arches. It's the only way I'll fly it. Well, you have to just embrace it.
If we're doing all this, I'm going to reach out to McDonald's and see if they'll sponsor the video at least.
You're wishful thinking.
You're funny. So we get about an average of a 10-minute flight time on a 3300 milliamp battery, but I am not eating this up at all. And I'll tell you what, we'll land probably, I'm at about 7 minutes, aren't I?
Yep.
So let's go 1 more minute and just really cook it some. So let's go full throttle and really just tear up the skies with this thing. And after the end of this last minute, I'm gonna see where our battery's at, so we all kind of get an idea on flight time and performance. So let's really eat the skies up here some more. Just wish I had some tape with me. I think I can tuck it back in there. even without tape. It's just funny to see that wire hanging out. That's a Maiden. That's what we do. That's what we do on our channel. When we hit that 8 minutes, Abby, you let me know and we'll do a landing.
You're at 45.
Okay. As in 15 seconds to go?
Yes.
Well, that was fast. Okay, let's just try to go for a smooth landing. We might do a touch and go. I might just commit to a landing. But man, this thing is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Small bounce. Let's do a touch and go. Let's do it. And then I'll see where the battery's at and let you guys know a couple other things here. After a nice smooth landing, I had a tiny bounce, just a tiny bounce. I think I can clean that up. This thing just floats in like a feather though. Flies really nice. You wouldn't think a custom made airplane like this would fly and float as nice as it does, but it is really good. Okay, you guys see what I'm talking about, my little dangling wire? I knew that was just a Y split. I'm guessing we needed to extend the servo wire, and that's probably the only option we had. So we've got this little dangling Y split. We just need a little bit of tape in there to hold that in place. No big deal. Let's check together and see what our battery's at. Remember, they say an average of about a 10-minute flight time. We were in the air for 8 minutes, cruising around at mainly half to 3/4 throttle. And then toward the end, I really cooked it for about a minute on almost full throttle, 90% to 100% that last minute until it was time to land. That was this battery. That's the nice thing about these smart batteries. Okay, I just had a feeling. I always have a feeling. We're at 3.78 to 3.8 volts per cell. And to those of you that are in the know, should know that that is the perfect storage charge for your battery. So who needs a smart battery when you just know when to land the plane and you're already at your storage charge? So that's pretty awesome. That was like, now I could fly for at least 3 or 4 more minutes at about, you know, cruising throttle, not full throttle, and definitely get over a 10-minute flight time on a 3200 milliamp. So that's pretty amazing. Now, a lot of people that have been flying for a long time already know about Flite Test because we've both of our channels have been around for a long time. But if you're just now learning about them, be sure to check out their website. They have smaller things too that I personally love that are so easy to fly. They're very affordable. They only take like 30 to 45 minutes to put together. It's fun to create something and then actually turn it into remote control. It's ready to fly with the battery charger and everything and see it come to life. We had an eagle and a butterfly and a flying squirrel on the channel. Those were a blast. And there's a huge variety. So if you're just learning about them, it's not all big like this, which could be intimidating for a first-time builder. They have a huge variety. And if you already know about Flite Test, my request, my favor to you is that the next Flite Test plane you order, please consider clicking our link in our description box or our pinned comment before you place your order. We'd like to work with Flite Test more often and feature their airplanes on our channel even more. So when you click that link, you basically let them know that you love seeing the collaboration. It helps to support our channel and our family at no extra cost to you. Also, in the comments, let us know what plane from Flite Test you'd like to see next on our channel, because if you're supporting us, then we should be able to work with Flite Test even more, and I love that. We even we live fairly close. We were even on their channel not too awfully long ago, so that was really fun. We had an awesome day to fly. Even those little overcasts, we had almost no winds, which was absolutely perfect to Maiden this plane, although I do think it could handle some wind. Regardless, I want to say a massive thanks to God for blessing us with this day to share with you guys this opportunity and experience, the time in front of the camera, and your time watching. We're so grateful to you guys, and just know that we love talking to you in the comments section, whether it's about the hobby or your favorite soup you just had. I love the conversations we have in our comments section. We care about you guys. We love you. God loves you, and I hope you know that and that you're having a great day. And let us know if you've got a build around the corner, even if it's not a Flite Test plane. Just let us know in the comments section something that you plan on working on through the winter. I love hearing about all these things that everyone's getting into. Last but not least, I want to say a massive thanks to our Patreon supporters, because we couldn't do what we do as often as we do it without your insanely awesome support. Thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. Now, we have had a couple other Flite Test planes on the channel fairly recently. One of my favorite videos was the Twin Otter. So if you want to see something a little more powerful, punchy, and stunt worthy, that plane and that video will be popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye.